Good morning and welcome to the Business and Business Technology portion of New Student Orientation. We are excited that you are here joining us this morning. This is our second session to do this morning. So if you missed the first session that started at 9 o'clock, no need to worry. It has been recorded and it's been posted to Facebook Live. So you'll be able to go and watch it and get your questions answered about FAFSA, getting good Blackboard, getting a great introduction to our wonderful Director of Student Life, Ms. Mariceli Vargas, and you'll get to hear from a lot of the faculty members as well, not just for the business department. So welcome to, as I said, the Business and Business Technology portion of New Student Orientation. We are basically looking at a certain set of programs that are joined together that have some of the basic underlying areas that the state groups together, which is why you'll see a variety of different departments here this morning. So for those of you who know that you're interested in some area of business, hopefully we're going to give you a little bit more information to help you get a good start. Please feel free to ask questions as we go. We'll answer questions along the way. Or if you want to wait till the end, just kind of jot yours down, you're welcome to do that. So first thing I want to do though is just introduce our three presenters, myself included. I'm Angela Reese, and I am a faculty member and also the online manager for business administration and paralegal. Our department also includes Homeland Security, hospitality, accounting, logistics, mass media communications, and also real estate. So I'll be touching on a lot of those different programs this morning. And again, I welcome you to ask questions as we go along. So welcome. Our second presenter is going to be Ms. Debbie Clark. Would you like to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, good morning. My name is Debbie Clark, and I work in office technology. I teach a lot of the computer programs, computer applications, spreadsheets, word processing, beginning keyboarding, things of that nature, and welcome everybody, and we hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much. And Dr. Owens. We can't hear you if you're speaking right now.
I forgot to unmute.
That's okay.
I'm not in the habit of muting myself.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to be talking a little bit about just the information technology, cybersecurity, cloud security, and a couple of other topics. I'm one of the faculty members as well and the online manager. So we'll be seeing you soon.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen now, and we are going to get started with our presentation. But first, I just want to make sure that everyone is awake. And Marcella, can you let me know if you can see my screen yet?
I saw it for a moment, and then now okay. I think you're sharing the wrong thing.
Oh, okay, how's that?
Much better.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get started here then. All right, just wanted to make sure everybody was awake here this morning. So we are going to be talking about ways to bring the money to you. So you're in the right place if you're interested in a career in business. So one of the things that I wanted to cover as it pertains to my area is some great information for you. So a lot of students often ask us, well, I'm interested in a certain area. I want to be a leader. I want to be a supervisor. I want to own my own business. So in order for us to help determine exactly what degree plan is going to be the very best one for you, we really need to hear from you. So we'd love for you to reach out to us. You can reach out directly to me or to other faculty members or even our wonderful office staff. Tell us what you're interested in, and we'll make sure that you are on the correct degree plan. We have a lot of certificates. We also have a large number of associate degrees. One of the great things about our programs is that we offer what you will see here on the screen called stackable degrees. So you can start off with a certificate, and typically that's a 1-year program. You go through that program, and then you're able to then basically take the next step into an associate degree, which is a 2-year program. So you take that first year, you've already completed it, you check that off your list, and then you move on to that second year, and it stacks perfectly so that you don't have to retake classes or take classes that you didn't need for one degree that you might need for another. Beyond that, those can then stack into a bachelor's degree program if you're interested in that. We have a lot of articulation agreements with a lot of different universities. Texas A&M locally. We also have agreements with a lot of different online universities that are located across many different states. So what we like to do again is just sit down and hear from you and what you're interested in, and then tailor a plan. So it might be a specialization in marketing, something in supervision, HR management. It could be entrepreneurship, meaning you want to start your own business. So we want to hear from you and the interest that you have in order to, of course, guide you in that correct direction. So give me just 1 second here to get some of these things off my screen. I'm going to show you a brief introduction into our program, and you'll be able to see some of our professors as well.
I can't hear it, Angela. The video.
Can you hear it now?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and just stop the video, and I'll just basically tell you what we're talking about in this video. It just gives you the chance to get to see several different professors that we have. We talk about some of the classes that are on those various degree plans. So we have supervision, management, principles of management, office management, principles of marketing, and human relations management, small business management. So there's a lot of management classes. The reason that we really wanted to talk to you about a lot of those different classes is because depending again on what your unique needs are, will help tailor what classes would be best for you. So make sure to reach out to us for those questions that you might have about those different classes, and again, which one might be best. The next area that I want to talk to you about is going to be in our accounting. So accounting is another area that we have in the business department, to where we have 2 different certificate programs and also an associate degree. All of those stack together. These also have the opportunity for you to transfer to a university. And one of the great things that we like to share with you about business and even accounting as well, especially accounting, is that it surrounds you. Business is the lifeblood of our economy. So no matter who you are going to be working for, or even yourself, it's a business. So regardless of the field that you're going into, these classes give you a very good foundation. As it pertains to accounting, there's always a need for accountants, whether it is in public accounting or in private accounting. These are great classes. If you like numbers and you like being in the area of business, this would be a great starting place for you, to where you could earn the level 1 or even level 2 certificate, start actively working, and then continue your education as well, because again, there's always a need for accounting. Another area in our department is going to be logistics and global supply chain management. This is one of our newest degree programs that we have in the business department. So if you are interested in this type of area, and even working with exports and imports, if you're interested in behind the scenes and making sure that the product gets from point A to point B to the consumer, this might be an area that is exciting and again is rapidly growing, that you might find of interest. We also offer real estate program. There's a lot of different places where you can actually take the classes that are needed to sit for your real estate license. The real estate program that we have here at Central Texas College, we do have the certificate program and also the associate degree, and all of the classes that you have to have in order to sit for your real estate license, you would actually take through our program. You're also earning college credit, and you can work toward a degree in the field. So this helps you not only in understanding what encompasses real estate and the requirements that you have to have legally, contractually to be able to practice, but it also gives you some of those other skills to learning how to run your own business, so that you might one day open your own brokerage firm. We also have an organization called Net Impact. So sometimes people will refer to this as a club, but it is so much more than a club. It is a chance for you, regardless of what your degree program is, to take everything that you're learning in the classroom and apply it. So you're learning skills, and then you're actually putting them to use in the field with the Net Impact organization. Again, it's student-led. They have officer positions that are available for you to apply for, to where you can help build your skills, make connections, and gain experience in our community and across the state as well. So that's an opportunity for you, again, regardless of the chosen degree or certificate. As long as you're taking one class with Central Texas College, you're able to be a part of this wonderful organization. I do have a video, but I'm assuming that's probably not going to play either. So, or be able to hear it. So I apologize for that. But what you can do, if you are interested in watching these videos that are actually throughout our presentation, you're able to go to each of the department web pages. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you how to do that so that you're able to actually look at those. So if you go to ctcd.edu, well, if I could, there we go. When someone's watching you, it's hard to type. All right, so this is our homepage. If you're not familiar with our homepage, from here, there's lots of great information, but we're going to go straight to the instructional departments. So I'm going to come under students, and I'm going to go down to instructional departments. And then from here, you're able to click on any of the ones that you're interested in. So right now I'm speaking about business administration. So you can go here to our homepage. And again, we've got lots of different videos and links that you can go to learn more about these programs. So I'm just slowly scrolling so that you can see the different options here that you're able to select from. Also, on the right-hand side of the screen, I mentioned a few minutes ago that if you had questions and you just weren't really exactly sure how to start, what program you wanted, over here on the right-hand side, you can see Contact Us. You can also see our full-time instructor. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Contact Us first. You will see our department chair, and then you will also, as I scroll down, you'll be able to see our office manager, Ms. Colleen Willis, as well as all of our amazing and wonderful office assistants to be able to support you and us too with anything that you may need. So you can reach out to any one of them. You can also click on full-time instructors. So if you're already signed up for classes that start on Monday and you just want to see your instructor, you can go to this page, and we are all listed here with our phone numbers and then also with our email addresses. So you can reach out to us and ask us any questions that you may have about the program or about just getting started. I would like to let you know that we are working remotely right now. So these office numbers will go to voicemail, but we'll be able to check our messages and we'll get back to you. But you can get the quickest reply by sending us an email. So at this point in time, before we move forward, do we have any questions that have come up, Marcelli, that we need to answer, or does anyone have one that they'd like to ask right now?
I don't see a specific. I don't see a specific question with regards to this right now. So.
Okay. All right. So the next area that I want to move into is culinary arts and hospitality. This is another area that does fall under the business department. And this is another one that has those stackable degrees. We've been trying very hard with the Pathways program that the state has come out with to make it very easy for you to step through your education. So the stackable degrees, if you're joining us now and missed the first time I said this, again, it's just a very easy way to have stepping stones for you. So if you're interested in baking, if you're interested in running a restaurant or a hotel, this is an area for you. So we have those certificate programs, again, that stack into the associates and even allow us to move forward into your bachelor's degree. So if you want to hear from the students, back on the webpage I showed you for our department, since I can't show you this video right now, you're able to go to our department website and select Culinary Arts and Hospitality, and you'll be able to hear student success stories, because that's the primary area of focus for the video for that department. We do have lab, lecture, and online for that area for Culinary Arts and Hospitality, and that's one of the few areas that we're actually able to hold our lab courses in the future. Whenever those do resume, of course, they're following CTC guidelines and are compliant in all areas to include the social distancing, masks, and sanitation as well. So other areas with culinary arts, there's specific degrees in that area, as well as food and beverage management, hotel management, and also restaurant and culinary management. And if you have specific questions about that degree, make sure to let us know that as well. You can shoot us a message or reach out to Chef Lezo, who is the program coordinator for that department. So are there any questions for this area just yet?
Nothing right now.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move into office technology.
All right, I'm back. Welcome, everyone. Dr. Reese, she's going to be my clicker for me. I want to just go ahead and go directly into our slides. And I always ask the question, what does office technology have to do with Dr. Reese's area? How can we intertwine each other? So office technology, of course, is office and the technology that comes along with it. All our offices generally these days have computers, phones, network systems, internet, all those things that make up a business. So we have to think out of the box sometimes about, or think outside the box when it comes to office technology and how it can help people not only in the department, but actually on the outside that doesn't necessarily think about the two coming together. All right. I think I already said that, didn't I? All right. We do offer stackable certificates, just as Dr. Reese was talking about. They do build into an associate's degree. And again, if you go to the department, as she was showing you a few minutes ago, you can click on Office Technology and look at all of our degrees. They're, of course, online right now, and the classes start Monday. But also I wanted to let everybody know that we also have what's called our CATE Center, Career Education Technology Center. And when we come back, you know, from being quarantined and all of this, the CATE Center is open entry, self-paced, meaning that we don't go by semesters as traditional classes do. And the student can start anytime within the calendar school year, and they can take the exact same courses as they can online. It's just more convenient. The student comes into the CATE Center, does their work there. They can also do it at home. And then that way they don't have to wait in between semesters. They can continue working towards their certification or their degree or whatever. If you're in another department, as in, say, business administration, and you want to pick up a beginning keyboarding, computer applications course, something like that, you don't really have the time, you can always come in our Cape Center and we can accommodate you that way. So it's pretty nice you don't have to have a lecture, but the faculty is there to help you. And so you basically work at your own pace. Of course, we have start dates and end dates, so you would have to be done by that particular end date. Okay, so this applies to me because I still haven't figured out what I want to do when I grow up. The only bad thing is I'm only about 6 years away from retirement, so it might be a little late for me now. But some of the classes, like I was saying earlier, we have beginning keyboarding, computer apps, business English, and business math, administrative offices. We've got advanced keyboarding, desktop publishing, and and spreadsheets. I missed that one. Oh my goodness, that's my class. That's the one I teach. Anyway, all these Microsoft Office skills that you learn in this particular course or courses can go with you to wherever the degree is that you're going. Dr. Reese's department, I know that Sunny was in here a little bit earlier asking about human resources. And Dr. Reese, I believe you do have that program?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. I every day look at different websites for jobs just to see what the market's looking like. And one of the jobs that had popped up was a human resources for the Reynolds company. Now, I'm going to assume, and you know what, when you assume things, it's not always right, that it's the Reynolds foil company, and they're based here in Temple. Well, they were looking for an HR manager, and they were giving all the skills that you need. And so the one that they really stressed was knowing Excel. They said that was the big one. So they didn't say what it was for, you know, what did you use it for, anything like that. But that was the one skill that stood out, was being able to use Excel. And so I'm finding a lot of trending jobs that are coming through Indeed and Monster and all of these. People are really, really looking at Microsoft Office and all of the skills that encompass the suite. And that goes for HR. You said also accounting y'all have as well, where you need Excel, maybe Quicken Books. There's all kinds of accounting programs out there, but it looks like they really want the basics of Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Access, everything, like I said, that encompasses the Microsoft Office suite. And fortunately, Office Technology is able to help the students preparing for any kind of future careers, but we can also help you at the point right now when you're in class. Dr. Reese, do you have your students writing lots of papers?
We do.
Uh-huh. And do you use MLA or ATA formatting?
MLA.
Okay. Well, guess what? In beginning
What?
keyboarding, yes. In beginning keyboarding, guess what the students learn how to do?
Use MLA.
Do what?
Using MLA and formatting.
Yes, ma'am. And APA on top of that. And they learn
Awesome.
how to write, yes, they learn how to write business reports. They learn how to write also academic reports. So right there, you're learning academics, what you're in right now, but those business reports will go forward with you into the business that you're going to go into. So anyway, I think that office technology and the business department, we go hand in hand. We support each other,
Absolutely.
and yeah, and I think we intertwine greatly together with what we can offer all the students. All right. Also, now I was reading just before we came on about soft skills, and now that was coming from highereducationjobs.com, I believe, and they were teaching people how to do things like customer service, critical thinking, teamwork. So they had a few things that they were talking about that's important and that people need to work on is their soft skills. Time management, I have a big problem with that myself. I have, this to do, that to do. I don't always get it done when I'm supposed to, but I do have to make a list of what I'm doing, when I need to get it done, and Outlook, our email from office, the suite is an excellent thing to know too. And that helps keep you organized, just like while I was waiting for this meeting to start, guess what pops up? You've got 10 minutes before we start. And I was like, okay, thank you. All right, so if we can go on to the next one. Okay,
And
this is, yeah, they can go ahead and find that at our particular website. That's the medical office side of office technology. We also do the billing and coding and medical office assistant and things like that.
Debbie, since it didn't play, do you need me to go to your website to show anything?
Sure, if you will, so that they
Sure.
can be able to see what we have on our website. That would be great.
Okay. So just so you know how I got here, in case you are just now joining us from the ctcd.edu homepage, let me just go back there just in case some of you missed this a moment ago. If I go and hover over students, I'm going to go under current student down to instructional departments. And then all of our departments are going to be listed here, but specifically right now, I'm going to go down to office technology that Ms. Clark is speaking about. And it is set up similar to how the business department is, to where you can read about their programs. There is the video that would not play for us a moment ago, actually both videos. So you can go through and look at all of these at your leisure. And then in the upper right-hand corner, the same type of thing, to where you can get a hold of people in their department. Debbie, is there anything else that you'd like for me to show?
How about clicking on the medical office technology right there?
Okay.
Because I know some people are interested in that, and we do have stackable degrees, just like Dr. Reese had mentioned in her department. We have those as well. And you can see where the career path is as far as medical billing and coding. And so the skills that you learn on the office side will also translate to the medical office side, if that's something that people are interested in, because the computer is a computer, but the databases are different. The kinds of letters or communication that is sent out, even though it's all basically the same words, it's formatted differently. But anyway, like I said, we have both sides. We have the medical and the non-medical. So that would go along with Dr. Reese's degrees. So if anybody has any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will let Dr. Reese take over.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So if you want to raise your hand, if you want to put the question out in the chat, or you can just ask the question at this time or later in the presentation as well. I do want to add one thing that Ms. Clark mentioned that I forgot to mention with business administration. In a lot of our degree programs, we also have lecture classes, which of course are suspended right now, but we have online classes. We also have online self-paced classes. And a lot of our classes, I want you to know, for the next 2 terms, for summer and for fall, in the catalog, and even when you go to register for them, you will see something called, it'll say OLL. It'll also say OSL. OLL is a traditional online class. OSL is self-paced. The majority of the business classes are moving to self-paced for the summer and for the fall to help you in this unique times with so much uncertainty and things that you have going on at home as well, because we understand that there's a lot of change in our lives right now. So we're offering this self-paced format to allow you to have more time to be able maybe to submit some of your work, so the due dates aren't as strict. However, we suggest that you try to follow them as closely as possible. We also have several different start dates over the next few months. So CTC in general offers monthly online start dates, and sometimes those are 16-week, 8-week, 10-week, 12-week, 5-week, 3-week. They're on when you're going to start. We have different lengths of the course. So make sure to look at that as well when you're registering. If you're expecting to be in one that lasts all summer, you might accidentally sign up for a 3-week class. So just make sure to understand that start and the end date that you're looking at signing up for.
Dr. Reese, can I add one little tidbit that I don't know if I've mentioned or not about the CATE Center?
Of course.
Okay. The CATE Center, like the rest of CTC, we're not meeting now, but the students are still working online just like our traditional online courses. And we use course sites, which looks exactly like Blackboard, and they're getting the very same courses they would if they were in class in the CATE Center or online. It's been a little different. It's been a little different for our CATE students. They're used to coming in and seeing us, but they have done a great job transitioning to the online format. And I want to applaud them, if anybody's out there, for being able to do that so quickly.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Clark. I appreciate it. All right, let's move into information technology with Dr. Owens.
Hi, y'all. This is Karen Owens. We're going to be talking a little bit about several different aspects that our plans cover. First of all, we'll dive into exactly what is it and why is it important, especially now. Well, according to a 2015 Bureau of Labor Statistics report, the IT jobs are among the fastest growing for the next several years in the decade. So we're expecting to have at least 5 million jobs in the information technology added globally in just this area. So let's talk a little bit about why that's important. Well, every business, as Dr. Reese mentioned, they need to have people. We have to have an understanding in this specific field to identify the company's computer needs and their software systems. So the information technology degree prepares you as a specialist to help the others get the most out of their technology. So let's move into the Associates of Applied Science. Now these are stackable. And these certificates fold into the information technology Associate's Applied Science degree. The Computer Help Desk Specialist and the Web Technology certificates, both of these feed into it. Now, the credit information that you'll get from these are 26 of the 30 credit hours fold into this. And for the web technologies, 15 of the 19 credit hours are folded into that. So that's considerable. Okay. So next we're going to talk about looking at what their salary ranges would be. As you can see, from the web developers down to the computer systems analysts, that's quite a broad range. And they are going to vary depending on who you're going to work for. Okay, so that'll just give you a little bit of an idea. All right, next we're going to go into the Network Systems Administration. Okay, this keeps everything working. So while we're doing this, the network is working. We've got our cameras, the software, everything folds together so we have a seamless transition, right? So this is a concentration, the information technology field, the network administration helps to safeguard the network, ensure the traffic flows smoothly, and maintains reliability and security. Okay. Next, we're going to go into the stackable certificates. So as you can see here, the IT network analyst and the IT industry certification preparation, these are certificates of completion. Okay, and both of those fold into the network administration degree plan. And these are 100% stackable, and they have focus on the software support of the network systems. Okay, now on the other side of the house, you have the telecommunications technician. Those focus more on managing and configuring the hardware in the network, hardware of the network systems, and they contain the Cisco preparation courses. These will include 16 of the 27 credits that fold into the Network Systems Administration degree. Okay. Now, the current industry workers can also either level up or they can make lateral moves with the network administration. And these will only contain 12 hours and has 9 out of those 12 credit hours stackable into the network system admin degree. Now, this program does not qualify for financial aid. The Office of the Systems Architecture, the OSA, that identifies the strategic information technology. These resources are needed to support the business processes and the operations. Excuse me, allergies are killing me. Okay, so next we'll look at what the earnings for this degree plan folds into. So as you can see, another broad range of salary ranges. And again, this is for Central Texas area. And you're going to have several ranges globally, obviously, but this just applies to us. Okay, so let's move on to cybersecurity. This is another little bit of a broad area, but it's not quite as broad as the network administration area. Okay, the cybersecurity area is a subset of the network administration. The cybersecurity is the controlling of the access to and protecting the networks and information systems that are as a high priority in today's technology and business world. The increase of the identity theft, computer frauds, the loss of computer assets are created a high demand for the information technology security professionals. Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about what that involves. Okay. These stackable certificates that you see, they fold again into each one of these degrees. Okay. The cyber defense information assurance and the cyber defense information assurance certificate, all 22 credit hours are folded into that degree plan. Now the cybersecurity certificate, 16 hours are allocated, and all of those are folded into the security degree plan as well. So let's take a look at the earnings for that and see where we land. Okay, so for Central Texas, again, we have about a $20,000–$25,000 range. Again, that's going to be based on wherever you're located, and those can change. Okay, so we've covered that. Let's move a little bit forward into cloud computing. And what exactly is that? So next up, we have that. The cloud computing is an on-demand availability of the computer system resources, especially your data storage and the computing power. So just like we're talking now, your feed is pretty much running smoothly. This is all, we're able to do this in a combination of using several different technologies to make sure it is seamless. So we have 5 key characteristics. That's on-demand, which is self-service, on-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid expansion, and measured service. Okay, now what do all those mean? Okay, so let's back up and go to the on-demand self-service. That's pretty much right now something you signed up for, like this webinar. Okay, it's pay for and start using the cloud resources, and they vary quickly on your own or without, I'm sorry, on your own without any help from a sales agent. Okay. Broadband network access. Now, customers can access cloud services via the internet. Things like your OneDrive. Okay. Resource pooling. Many different customers, individuals, organizations, or different departments within the organization. Those all use the same servers, storage areas, and the other computing resources. Okay, rapid expansion. Cloud customers, they can easily grow and scale their services for however large or scale back as they need for their customer bases. And a measured service. And that is customers that pay for an amount of resources that they're going to be given for a period of time, rather than paying for the hardware and software themselves or paying for it up front. Now, you might want to note that the private cloud is a measured service, and it usually involves a form of chargebacks, which keeps the IT tracks And they monitor how the resources are going to differ between the departments and between the organization that's using it. Okay, so we'll move on a little bit further. And we'll see how these actually relate as far as education purposes and learning how to get to where you want to go. So currently, you can see that we have network server and cloud administration certificates, and we're going to be branching out later on into the cloud support and cybersecurity. These things are in place, and that's what where we're moving to make sure all of y'all can apply what you learn to your current job, learn more from that, and grow after you receive the certification of completion or after you've finished your degree plan. So here's how the college credit works. Okay. We have the network cloud support and cybersecurity associative applied science. Okay. These are fully stackable, and these will focus on implementing, maintaining, and delivering the cloud technologies, including the network, storage, and the virtualization of those cloud technologies, and create cloud solutions. Okay. And we move on, and you can see what typical earnings would be for this area. Okay. Again, that'll change as you go.
Could you try again?
Technology at its finest. Okay, so let's move on and talk about how to maintain all this. So we have computer maintenance technician certificates. Okay, these the computer maintenance technician certification of completion. This is a primary responsibility that revolves around the maintaining, repairing, troubleshooting all of the computer hardware, software, networks, and all of your connecting. We call them peripherals. So your printers and things like that, webcams. These get you in at the end, the bottom level, the entry level, and they give you a foundation to start and prepare you for the next level up, for your next job, for enhancing your current job, just enabling you to do better professionally if this is where your niche in life has taken you. All of our faculty members are very hands-on. We like to make sure that you understand what you're doing. We're all very available. We do everything that we can to make sure that you have a functional understanding of what's expected and how to get the resources that you aspire to do and apply in your next levels. So that will lead us on to what can you expect for this range. So the salary ranges for this one are going to be for the Central Texas area again. And as you can tell, it has quite a range, but there you have it. We're anxious to see what all this new stuff brings a little bit, but we're very, very excited to get involved and bring everything to life and make it happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, this brings us to the end of our presentation. So let's see what questions you might have for us about the programs or about how the classes work, or just anything that might have piqued your interest or your curiosity throughout the presentation.
I don't have any specific questions right now, but
Okay.
please, if anybody will go ahead and type them either into the chat. You might want to raise your hand or chime in. You're welcome to at this point.
And if there's something that that we didn't cover that you hoped we would have, please be sure to ask that as well. We want to make sure that you're successful and that you're ready and excited for this next step journey.
Okay, let's see. Does HR accept FAFSA?
So are you, Sunny? I believe you're asking if to be on the HR certificate program, would that be covered by FAFSA? Is that the question? Yes. Okay. So I'm not a financial aid expert, and Marceli or Mariana, please join in if you have the answer to this. But as long as that's the program that you sign up for, you can take all of the classes on that program that would be covered. So to my understanding, the way that financial aid has worked, and I believe is continuing to, that the classes that are on your degree plan will be covered. So if you decide to take something that is not on your degree plan, that would not be covered. But as long as you're taking everything as laid out by the department, then you're good to go.
Yeah. And you also have to have a minimum amount of credit hours per semester. That's just basic requirements of the Department of Education for us to be able to award the FAFSA. Usually, for a regular semester, long semester, like spring or fall, it would be a minimum of 6 classes to be considered part-time, and 12 credit hours would be required for full-time. So as long as you're able to work on that certification and stay within those parameters, then it should cover something.
And I want to talk further on that point because the word certification, I think, might be a little confusing, and certificate. So we do have certifications available through continuing education. Those are non-credit classes that are not covered by financial aid. But 4 credit classes are the ones that we've been talking about. They're both great options. You just, of course, need to determine exactly what you want to do. But Sunny, for your specific question about the HR certificate through the business administration program, that one is a 4 credit class that would be covered under financial aid. And a little bit further to that as well, those of you who are brand new to taking classes with Central Texas College or anywhere, if you are doing financial aid or using financial aid funds, you have to start and end the class in the same semester. Now that might sound a little confusing. Earlier, I mentioned the fact that we have a lot of different start and end dates each month. So that's where you want to make sure that your class starts in the summer and ends in the summer. So for example, if you were to sign up for a class that started at the end of July and did not end until September, that one would not be covered by financial aid. So you would have to make sure that you start and end prior to the summer session ending.
Okay, that was a really great
For
question.
that short question, Sunny.
Anybody else have another? That was like a short question that had a really long answer, but that was great. Anybody else have any questions? No. Okay. I hear somebody.
I think it was just a ding. If y'all do end up having any questions, please make sure to reach out to us. Go to the contact us page in our departments, reach out to us, let us know how we can help. Even if you can't remember anybody else's name, if you reach out to me, I'll make sure to get you to the person that would be most appropriate to help you. All right. Well, thank you all for being here today, for joining us. We look forward to seeing you all in a few short days or in a few weeks. Thank you all for being here today.
All right, thank you, Dr. Reese. Thank you to all the participants, faculty, and all the students that have joined us and asked questions. Thank you very much. And please tune in. We have another one of these sessions coming up, and it should start at noon. So we'll be waiting for you, and hopefully you'll tune into the next one as well. Thank you and have a good day.